What's happening, Hoke?
Alright, welcome back to the What's Happening Hope Show. Thursdays at 4 o'clock from our Daily Bread Cafe. And Thursdays is baked spaghetti night. You might as well show them the baked spaghetti.
I'm going to try not to eat while we talk.
He's getting ready to tear into it.
I shouldn't have did that with the sticks.
It's going to be alright. Yeah, we got the cheese sticks gone.
Yeah.
But, sponsored by Rockfish Speedway. Check them out this Saturday. The race starts back up the Gregory Pool 100. 2 o'clock gates open, 4 o'clock practice, 5 o'clock heat races. They'll have you out by 8:30, 9 o'clock at night.
Yep.
And sitting here in the middle between us two knuckleheads is Kendrick Ingram. Kendrick Ingram's from Rockingham. How you doing, man?
How you doing, Hal?
I'm doing all right.
What's going on?
All right.
Got Glenn and Kendrick. We met Glenn we met Kendrick a while back. He runs Rockfish Barbershop. Now my kids used to go over there and Miss Susan was there. But now Kendrick is there and he's running the show right across the street from our Daily Bread Cafe. First of all, you're a Richmond Raider from Rockingham area.
You know, had I known that prior,
We might not have had
he
it.
wouldn't have been on the show.
That's
He
right.
wouldn't have been my first pick.
I brought the property value up by coming to Hoke.
And that may be true. That might be true. The reason being is because he has got a business across the street, but he does a lot more than just cut hair. First of all, what brought you to Hoke County? What excited you to come to Hoke County?
Army life. My last 10
Retired
years,
veteran.
retired from the Army. My last 10 years, I was stationed here at Bragg. So when we got here in this area, my wife and I, we decided that we wanted to make Rayford our home. So we're close enough to the hometown without being in our hometown, and yet at the same time, we have our home.
In other words, if they come in to visit, they got to make a phone call.
Exactly.
It ain't that close.
Yeah, you just can't walk across the backyard into the kitchen.
That's right. So, but that's cool. I did the same thing. Retired out of Dragon Brigade, 18th Airborne Corps, and then we decided to stay here. Although I'm from Cary, up the road, but still within driving distance. But they got a call to get here. But you opened up a barbershop across the street here. But you've been in the barber business for a while.
Right. I've been what they call shade tree cutting for a long time.
Desert Storm.
Right. So when I got out of the Army, I decided, hey, I'll take what I used to do as a hobby and just turn it into my.
You did a lot of cuts down range.
Right.
Yeah.
A whole lot. I used to cut barracks cuts all the time.
Yeah.
So I just turned it into my secondary career. And you never stop working in this life, so why not start doing something for yourself that you truly enjoy doing while providing a service to the community, your neighborhood, where you live at.
Absolutely. And one of the things, before we get into the roads, I said we're going to do roads next, but before we get into the roads, you talked to me about the possibility of talking to the folks at Sand Hills Community College down here in Hope, on the Hope campus, about starting a program. And I've reached out to Rosa McAllister-McCrae and gave her your contact number. Tell us a little bit about what you're trying to do with getting kids into the barber school, and also you do a little something about some scholarships.
Right, well, it's actually two ways. I have my hands in so many pots. Right now, Hal, it's, I don't know which way I'm going sometimes.
Me neither.
But basically, the barber program for me, even though I'm retired from the Army and I've had my career, raised my children, it still gave me that second career to start on. And barbering to me is a lot of passion. It's a lot of, it's way more passion than skill, so it's a door where you can train a student in this trade, and it's a direct reflection of income. I mean, it's like instant income. It's instant job possibilities. There's a barber shop on every corner or every quarter mile around the area of Fayetteville, but there are enough customers. The customer base is so large that it will support it and substantiate the growing barbering profession.
So there's two in Rayford that I know, cutting it up in T&L, I believe it is.
Oh,
there's a whole lot more.
But as far as Rayford area itself.
There's a whole lot more in Rayford area.
But this area is growing.
Right, this whole area is growing. Right down the road from me is a place where I used to work, Clean Cuts Barbershop. And those guys over there, Tony and George and them guys, they provide a great service to Rayford too.
I did a photo shoot there.
There's 52,000 people in there.
Right. So we
The one by that barber. You talk about loyalty, you say, that's my guy.
Well, if they do it right.
And I'll sit there, they'll sit there 30, 45 minutes, waiting on you to finish.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if they came in without an appointment, just to get that guy to cut my hair because that's my guy, or that's my girl.
That's it.
Yeah, okay.
True that.
But a lot of women barbers as well.
So you're pushing to get more kids. First, it's almost like take a kid fishing, he can eat for a day. Teach him how to fish, he can eat for a lifetime.
Exactly.
You can teach a kid how to do barber, but we need a school and they need something. Now, Hoke County High School has a cosmetology area.
Right.
But the San Hope, the early college, they don't have it. Do you think that would be something we could have here in Hoke County for some of these young
I
folks?
think it would be an excellent idea for Hoke County. It's just like the automotive programs at Hoke High School or what have you, and it's like the auto trade and other programs that they have at the St. Hills Community Campus, College, Hope Campus. Those are stuff that are at the big college that they bought and augmented down into the Hope County campus. And it just feeds into where our Rayford citizens don't have to drive all the way to Fayetteville, to Moore County, to Robeson County. You're right here in your own backyard, and you get quality job skill training right there, and it's not the norm. It's not what everybody else is doing.
So they start off offering, say, freshman year of high school. Obviously, by the time he graduates, he's got a trade.
Right.
On top of
He's
something
he's close to getting that
Right.
certification.
And how long is the certification? How many hours?
To become an apprentice barber in the state of North Carolina, you have to have 1,528 hours of classroom time, which is a little over a year.
Wow.
Okay, so just like cosmetology, you know, the students that take cosmetology, they take it for a year, 2 years, and they're licensed. But the thing that most people don't know about barbering and cosmetology is that a cosmetologist can work for a barber, but a barber cannot work for a cosmetologist.
So
that barber is actually a more superior skill.
Higher on the food chain, I guess.
Exactly.
However,
So it would
both
be
are both legitimately needed.
Exactly. It would be a great course to have, and you don't learn just how to cut hair in barber school. You learn genetics. You learn sociology. You learn about the human body as a whole.
Okay. So
you learn infectious diseases. You learn
bloodborne
pathogens and everything like
I remember that
So
army
it's
training.
more than just clippers and combs. You actually got to get in that book. You got to get that.
That's what we did.
That's it.
Hey,
You got
look.
to learn that biology and histology.
And I would imagine there's some liability involved if you mess up someone, they say they get the razor bumps or they break out or some kind of skin
yes,
disease.
it is.
So this is not, just, I'm gonna go be a barber and no.
Oh no, that's why, and see, even after you graduate from your 1,528 hours of course material, you still have to work as an apprentice to a barber
How long?
for 1 year.
1 year? So it's a 2-year deal.
It's really a 2-year deal.
Okay.
And you're going back and you're periodically inspected by the state board of North Carolina to make sure you with your shop and your work environment is within compliance, health-wise and everything.
And then you have to meet the permits and the business and all the other stuff. We're talking to Kendrick Ingram here from Rockfish Barbershop right across from our Daily Bread. Last thing I got for you is you guys got some event coming up here. Plus you're in a group that offers scholarships for kids.
Okay, yeah, first thing is coming up here on May 16th, I'm going to flash the flyer up there.
There you go.
There it is. Can y'all see that? That's a car and bike show. It's going to be out there at Kangaroo Days. Now, we've always all took our kids out to Kangaroo Days to jump in the jungle gyms and have a good time. So bring the children out, bring the whole family out to a car show. Let's see some really awesome vehicles and just have an excellent time out there. The time is from 2 to 6. Yeah. Good.
A lot of photographers going to be out there
That's right.
taking pictures, models with the cars. So yeah, this is the second year that it's gone on in Kangaroo Days. A lot of people don't know where the park is. So he said, hey, let's come up with an event where people will now know.
Well, look here. If you don't know where Kangaroo Days is, we need to get Mr. Baldwin over here to talk to us.
Yeah.
You just go down 401 towards Rayford, break off 211 like you're going to Southern Pines. Right there at the gas station at the head, there's a road called Turnpike. Turn left on Turnpike and head down. Maybe we do need to get that
16 May. And he also works with the Community Health Network, which is big too. But yeah, we definitely need to get Wesley in here.
Yeah, and for you tech savvy people, load this address in your GPS for that Saturday.
Exactly.
It's 5590 Turnpike Road, Rayford, North Carolina. Kangaroo Days Car and Bike Show.
All right, and
Clean your car up.
and clean your
It's a
car
shootout.
before you go.
It's staffed as a show, but it's also a shootout.
Now, what about this? What if one of these churches or kids groups wanted to wash the cars that day?
Well,
A little extra.
I don't know if they would want to come out there and wash the cars. You know, that's not the.
Didn't get the picture.
Didn't get the picture with the cars.
Oh, anyway.
But you know,
Do
we
you
have a lot
want to
of
mention
models out
anything
there
about
taking
the scholarship
pictures.
program?
Currently another part that I've got my hand in, actually I got two things I got my hands in, and I'm trying to, the second I'm getting started. My motorcycle club, Woodside Riders, we have two chapters, one in Wilmington and one in Fayetteville. We are actually co-sponsoring scholarships, 3 scholarships, along with, we've partnered with Principal Warriors Car Club out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, and riding with the Angels Motorcycle Club out of St. Paul's, North Carolina. And what we're doing is we're sponsoring $500 scholarships to graduating seniors or first-year college students.
Yeah,
Now,
not
you
too
say-
late. They can get involved this
You
year.
can get involved.
Yeah.
Now this scholarship, like all other scholarships, unlike all other scholarships, you got to make the grade to even be considered. But we are more focused on your community service, what you give back to your neighborhood, your community. And if you're coming in, if you're clocking those community service hours, and it's evident and it's verified, you're in consideration and contention for these scholarships. Now you say $500, well that ain't nothing. But you think about it, $500 in the bookstore will go a long way.
Yes, sir.
Or $500, maybe you already got a scholarship, your tuition and books are paid for, your room and board's paid for.
Get some equipment.
But $500 gets you some extra equipment. How about that extra thing, that little bit extra, you might need a new iPad. That $500 will get you that iPad so you can sit in class and take your notes.